Okay, technically it is not Delta One suites, it's domestic first class. But it is still in the A350 with the closing doors and the leg flat seats. It just has different food options and amenities available. However, I'm willing to overlook that, and I'm sure you are too. So this is Delta One suites. Today I'm flying Delta from Los Angeles to Atlanta. After getting stuck in the mandatory LAX traffic for 30 minutes, I checked in and headed straight to the Delta Sky Club here at LAX. Although I am flying in what is basically domestic first class, which does not grant me any access to Delta Sky Club, I still managed to squeeze in. More on that later. Since I'm flying early in the morning, it has yet to be crowded, and here's a quick tour of the lounge. This is one of Delta's newer Sky Clubs that was recently opened in 2022. Everything is beautifully decorated, from the wall accents to the light fixtures to the cool periodic table that was both missing and having extra elements. It's a very nice place to be. There are loads of sitting options, anything from couches to lounge chairs to accent chairs to sitting at the half of the bar that is indoors. We'll look at the other half of the bar that's outdoors in a bit. Walking further down, we have the drinks area with espresso and coffee machine, flavored water and soda dispensers. At the end of the lounge is the buffet area. In the morning, there's a widespread of typical hot and cold breakfast items such as egg, sausage, fried potatoes, some fresh fruits, cold cuts and cheeses, yogurt with granola toppings, some pastries, and some bagels. There is also a random section at the back with jars of candies where I definitely showed self-control and didn't take a handful. There is another food buffet station at the other side of the lounge, but they have exactly the same food and drink options. Walking back towards the entrance, this is probably the best part of the Sky Club, the Sky Deck, an outdoor terrace that overlooks an apron of Delta planes. And here's the other half of the bar. Usually you will be able to see the Hollywood Hills in the distance, but it's blocked by the morning fog. I went back in and grabbed a bit of everything and sat down in the Sky Deck and watched the first wave of Delta flights prep and leave. Delta Sky Club are known to be extremely crowded and noisy. I mean, ask anyone on Delta's subreddit. Had I been here a few hours later, there would have been a line outside the lounge with people waiting to get in the already packed Delta Sky Club. And this is mainly due to Delta allowing anyone with a random credit card to enter and overcrowd the lounge. Now, am I one of those people that only got in the lounge because I have a random credit card and is part of the problem? Yes, but it's, that's a really good lemon loaf. But all kidding aside, yes, I was actually only able to get in the Delta Sky Club simply because I have this Delta Reserve credit card from Amex. This is actually the 747 Special Edition Delta Reserve credit card. I wasn't planning to get it, but man, the Delta marketing team got me. How can I turn down such a good looking credit card made of the retired Delta 747? This card gives me access to any Delta Sky Clubs as long as I'm flying with Delta, and it's also how I got the Delta SkyMiles to book this Delta One flight for only $5.60 in taxes and fees. If you're interested in getting this card or any other Delta co-branded credit cards, do consider using my referral link down in the description below. It wouldn't cost you anything, it's a huge way to support the channel. However, do make sure that getting this credit card makes financial sense and never spend more than you should. But other than that, I'm gonna finish my breakfast and head to the gate. Did I mention that was a good lemon loaf? That was a freaking good lemon loaf. Make sure you grab a piece if you ever visit the LAX Delta Sky Club. After a long walk and a bus transfer to another terminal for some reason, I arrived at my gate this morning. Here's the Airbus A350-900 that will take me to Atlanta. The Boeing 747 might be one of the most beautiful looking commercial planes out there, but you can't tell me the A350 isn't one of the coolest looking ones. It has just arrived from Sydney the night before and is all ready for boarding. Alright, let's take a look around the suite. There is of course ample legroom, although it does get really narrow into the footwell. Here's a small magazine holder and a small table with some controls here at the bottom. It has controls for the suite sliding, the do not disturb button, as well as 2 presets for the seat. Here is the primary control panel for the suite with much more detailed options. Beside that, we have a button with the word table underneath it that I deduce will deploy the table upon being pushed. It is decently sized, but it does block you in your seat when deployed. Here we have a latch that will close the suite's door, but it is currently locked as we prep for takeoff. Above that is a little lamp that doesn't do much but add ambient light. It's trying its best. And here we have a storage cupboard with Delta's rich red color and more ambient light. There is also a noise cancelling headset. Under that we have the headphone plugs as well as universal charging ports. Hidden here in the armrest is the in-flight entertainment control as well as a really long mirror that doesn't seem that practical at first, but more on that later. Overall, I'm more than happy with the Delta One Suite's hard product. It is really smart looking and comfortable. With the shoulder strap on and the flight safety video playing in the background, we started our taxi to the runway. After reaching cruising altitude, the pilots turned off the seatbelt sign, and it was time for the meal service. Since I have already eaten quite a hearty meal in the lounge, I just ordered a charcuterie board as a little snack. There was Gouda, cheddar, salami, dried apricots, grapes, almonds, apples, dates, and what I think was a honey fruity ginger jam. It was really special, sweet with an earthy spiciness to it from the ginger. I think I prefer it over any other berry jam with cheese plates in the future. There is also a warm croissant with butter as well as a little bowl of fruits. Overall, it was a simple but pretty good option for a domestic flight breakfast. The noise cancelling headset provided was pretty good. It cups over the ears and has decent noise cancelling. It does feel a bit low quality and plasticky, but honestly, there's nothing to complain about. Taking a look at the IFE, Delta has some of the best IFE options for US-based airlines, probably second only to JetBlue. There are loads of movies to choose from, but they are heavily tailored to the US palette. There are also some TV series, but only with some random episodes here and there. They also have some Spotify playlists if you just want to chill and vibe 35,000 feet in the air. However, I really do need to take a nap since I somehow didn't get any sleep the night before. With the seat adjusted in a fully flat position, I closed my suite doors. It does feel very nice with the closed doors since it makes it your own personal space as you can't see anyone around you. However, it is still not completely private as anyone walking down the aisle can look down and see you. Oh, the little mirror in the armrest actually allows you to see and use the IFE controller while lying down. Not sure if it was designed for it, but it works surprisingly well. Remember how at the beginning of the video I said that one of the difference between international Delta One and domestic first class is in the amenity provided? Well, domestic first class do not provide any amenities. And apparently pillows and blankets are considered amenities. So I kind of just laid down on the bare seat without anything covering me and used my arm as a pillow. It's kind of sad, but I do need a nap. That was a decent 2-hour nap. It definitely wasn't the most comfortable since there is no pillows, blankets, or a mattress topper. Don't get me wrong, I'm ever grateful to sleep in a seat that lays flat into a bed in the sky, but man did I feel naked without a blanket covering me. And with that, we started our approach into Atlanta. Most people will agree that Delta is probably the best airline here in the US in terms of customer service and comfort. And that is true. Everyone from the check-in agent to the gate agent to all the flight attendants were all polite and professional. The Delta One Suites is probably the best domestic first-class product you can get. I do want to fly Delta more often, they are amazing. But those excellent customer service and products do come at a price. Currently in my position, if I do not have any credit cards or points with them, I do not think it will make sense for me to consistently choose to fly with them. I mean, there is fierce competition from United Polaris and JetBlue Mint. I don't know what American Airlines is doing. Not good enough, apparently. But I think Delta One Suites hold its grounds against all of them. Anyway, this was Delta One Suites. Happy travels.